All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,090.11.
Said 1,090.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Cunningham, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Your Honor, since this morning, it's gotten paid down to $490. I do want to formally request and respectfully request a dismissal of the legal fees or reduction of it. I tried contacting the attorney's office prior to this meeting because I was explaining to them that I had plans to pay it down. They took my contact information. I never heard anything back. I told them it would be kind of hard to come to this court meeting because I'm at work. I'm working right now, but I'm committed to getting it down. So I just wanted to request the reduction
Okay,
or
hold
removal of
on,
the fees.
hold on. All right, you're saying a lot there. I know you wanted to get it out, but you paid how much?
1,500.
1,500?
Yes.
When did you pay that?
Yesterday and then early this morning.
Okay. And so you think your balance is down to 400?
In the app it says $490 and a couple of cents.
Okay, hold on. Miss Engine, you see.
I see. Your Honor, there's a typo in the amount I had owing. The amount that I had on the ledger is 1990. So 1,500 would reduce that
To about the 400 some odd range that
yeah.
Ms. Cunningham's talking about.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we're at about 489 or something along those lines. Okay. Ma'am, I don't know what has happened before, and you can contact the plaintiff's counsel's office again to see about the court fees. Here's how this typically works. The court fees would attach to your case once they filed the case. They filed this case on the 10th of November. And so the court fees, the court fees are going to attach to that, to the case, as well as if we have a hearing on it and it's not worked out prior to that point. So maybe you can work something out with them. If you can't, then I can rule on it on the 5th. But how were you going to get the balance of this paid, ma'am?
I get paid again on the 4th of December, so I plan to get it paid along with my December rent. That's why I asked for a reduction, because I just started a new job, and I want to be able to get it down to 0 so that this doesn't happen again.
Okay, so here's the way that this is going to work out. Because even if I took the court cost off, you're not going to have the balance paid before the.
I mean, it's possible. No, it would be possible if I got the. I could, because I can always ask somebody else to borrow $200, but asking to borrow asking to borrow $400 is a little bit harder than asking to borrow $200.
Okay, Ms. Cunningham, listen to me. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Call, because you got it down substantially. Call the plaintiff's office and see if you can work something out, even if it's that full amount. Because what I don't want to do is, if we get to the 5th, December has clicked in. If everything's not paid, that plaintiff is claiming. Okay. And at that point, then it's December, and then we got to make sure that all gets paid, not only timely, but then we're going to be looking at some other court dates and other things. So I'm going to suggest you call them. You made a substantial payment toward it. Let's just see if everything can get paid before then. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll adjourn this out December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. And so if everything's paid before the end of the month, I don't need to see you on that date. But otherwise, you have to come down to the courthouse in person. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a good holiday. Court calls case, Peninsula Place versus Jomar Pie.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Your name, sir?
Joe Marpa.
All right. And how much is owing on this account?
I have a balance including court costs of $1,739.32.
All right. And sir, how were you intending on getting that paid?
I've been paying it down like $100 a day for the past couple days. I intend to keep doing the same thing and then like pay my rent when it comes and just pay it down gradually.
Okay. You had a plan. I didn't understand it. You're paying
I'm paying
$100
a day until the balance go down while also still paying the next rent. I'm just paying down the balance gradually.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to work something out like a conditional order dismissal or something along those lines. I get what you're trying to do here.
All right.
I'll adjourn it out to December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. That's an in-person hearing.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna suggest you do between now and then is call the attorney's office, see if you guys can work something out like a conditional order dismissal where you're paying that money, paying it down and getting your other rent paid. Okay?
Yep, sound good to me.
All right. So
All
do
right.
that. And if everything, we'll see you on the 5th at 2.
All right.
All right?
Yep, thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a good holiday.
Same to you.
Court calls case of Peninsula Place versus Jacqueline Gardner.
Jillian Ingan, personally, please.
Hi,
Hello, Miss Gardner. How are you?
good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I think there's not a baby now. It's like a full grown man.
Oh,
Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. How old?
He's 6 months now.
wow.
Oh my goodness. It's been that long. And he's sleeping through the night. Everything
Yes, he is actually. I love it.
The milestone right there.
Right.
I like how her hand immediately went to her brow. Oh yes, he is.
Yes.
All right. How much is owing on Ms. Gardner's case?
I have a balance including court costs of $2,159.57.
All right. All right. Ms. Gardner, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm gonna pay $1,200 on December 5th and then $1,200, I believe the 19th, which is 2 weeks from then. And it also should cover December, except for like $390. And I'm gonna try to get the $390 to cover the rest of December before the end of December.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're trying. Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to adjourn your case out to December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. Okay. That's an in-person hearing. But in the interim, call the attorney's office and see if they can work out a conditional order dismissal and everything.
Okay. Is there a number? Do we have the number
It's on
It's a number that's on their paperwork.
on my paperwork?
yes, ma'am,
Yes.
under James
The-
Fink.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you call them. All right.
Okay.
And
you.
you get that worked out. And see, you know what I should do? I should make you come down to the courthouse anyway, so I can see the baby.
I'll bring them.
You know, what'd you say?
I'll bring them.
All right, fantastic. Then good. Then we'll see you on the 5th. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Miss Gardner. You have a wonderful holiday and a great Thanksgiving. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Oh, there he is. Look at him.
Thank you.
All righty. NCDG Realty Management versus Guy, is it Gaboldo? Gaboldo, I think it is.
Bodo, that's correct.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sumption Hart, P69542 on behalf of Plaintiff.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, this is a termination of tenancy case where the lease is expired on September 1st, 2025. So we're just seeking to recover possession of it.
All right. And sir, what is your position on this?
My position is, in fact, opposing party been discriminatory, biased, Mafia, Ku Klux Klan. I left that property on October the 16th. I called the opposing party and I asked them, could I pay? October is paid. I say, could I pay for November and December? She said, yeah. Great. I said, give me a couple of days. I'll make the payment. No problem. Then in an hour and a half, she said, you got 2 hours to pay it. I said,
Okay,
"Wait."
sir, are you going to get an attorney to represent you?
Well, no, I'm not gonna get an attorney, but I've been out the property. They asked me to leave. I left. She said, you come up with the money or leave. I
Okay,
left.
so
I'm not in the property. They can have it.
sir, all they're asking for is possession, but you're telling me that you're not in the property.
Exactly. I was told to leave in 2 hours and I left.
Okay, but that's not my question. My question is, you said you're no longer in the property. Is
That's
that
correct.
right?
That's correct.
That is correct. So if they were to go in to the property, you don't have anything there or anything else, so they
That's
can
correct.
take possession of the property.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all that they're asking for.
All right.
So
Judge,
what I will do is I will indicate that the defendant is indicating that he's voluntarily surrendered the property. And then Ms. Hart, I'm gonna put it over to next week, let you guys check. And if not, then the matter can be dismissed, I guess.
Fantastic,
Or
Judge.
if you do get possession, matter can be dismissed. If you don't, then we'll have to set it for something else.
Thank
Well,
you.
I was told, I didn't volunteer. They told me to leave. So I was forced to leave. With no stove, no oven, I was forced.
Well, sir, if you feel somehow, sir, I'm just going to say this to you. I'm going to put this over. Actually, it's going to be 2 weeks because of Thanksgiving. I'm going to put this over. If you feel that there is some claim you wish to pursue, you're going to have to file the requisite pleadings, and then we will deal with it in 2 weeks. I will adjourn this matter to
That's okay, Your Honor.
December 5th, 2025 at what
I
time?
won't be available.
At 3 p.m. That is an in-person proceeding. So if you wish to continue with the matter,
I don't
you'll
wish
need to
to-
show up at that point in time.
I
Thank
do
you.
not
Have a
wish
great
to-
weekend and happy holidays to you.
Yeah, okay.
Court
This is
does call the
Thomas
case. Venture Property of Michigan versus Melissa Martin.
Good morning, Judge.
Who's on this?
He's muted. It's Attorney Andrew Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Harris on behalf of the plaintiff.
Melissa
Oh.
Martin, the defendant.
Thank you. All right, this is the termination. What is the basis for the termination?
The lease expired September 30th, 2025.
All right. And Ms. Martin, what is your position on this?
The non-renewal of my lease is directly connected to a open civil rights investigation that I have ongoing right now. I am asking
Hold
either-
on.
Okay.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're telling me. You have a civil rights complaint or claim somewhere?
Yes, it's an active investigation right now
With whom?
with the
know?
the Department of Civil Rights of Michigan.
Okay, Michigan Department of Civil Rights?
Yes.
Okay, and that involves your housing?
Yes, it's that complaint is directly related to why the non-renewal of my lease was given and why it's being investigated for discrimination and retaliation.
Okay. Counsel, do you know anything about that or?
I do. This issue, along with others related to the incident case, were litigated in circuit court a few months ago and all resolved in my client's favor. It's circuit court case number 25001264 CE. So if these claims are going to be raised in this case, and it sounds like they will be, I'd like an opportunity to address them if the court will allow. Before a trial, it will be subject to a motion for res judicata. And likely also,
Well,
yeah.
okay, so okay, understanding that those claims have been, or the claims at least in circuit court were resolved,
Yes,
are the circuit court, are you indicating, I guess, counsel, that that resolved the Michigan Department of Civil Rights complaint?
no, I am
Okay.
asserting that the argument about the civil rights complaint affecting my client's right to possession have already been litigated and addressed to a final ruling, but not the civil rights case in and of itself.
Got it. I think. Okay. So here's what I'm going to ask the parties to send their, I guess, whatever documents from the circuit court proceedings I would need to see, or to, can you give me that circuit court case number? We can kind of look that up.
Sure, it was before the Honorable Judge Timothy Connors, 25-001-264-CE.
Dash Z initials
sorry.
on that?
C as in cat, E as in elk.
CZ. All right, I got you.
Okay.
Okay. Ma'am, were you at all part of that circuit court matter?
Yes, I was the one that raised it, and I had tried to talk to a lawyer to get help with this eviction case that helped me with the last one, and he kind of explained what I'm allowed and not allowed to introduce into this eviction case. So I know what I'm allowed to say and not. And again, like, I understand the civil court was dismissed for those reasons, but the civil rights investigation is still ongoing and still directly related to my.
I understand what you're saying. So, what you're going to need to do, so I'll be able to look up the circuit court matter. The Michigan Department of Civil Rights, complaint, ma'am, I'll need you to file with the court a copy of the complaint and
Okay.
any documents you think relevant to that this court would need to see regarding that.
Okay, I did turn in Exhibit A, and it did have some of the email from the investigator.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do see it. I do see it. I did not see on that the complaint itself.
Okay, I didn't know, so I will definitely get
No,
that.
it's okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't see. I didn't see the complaint because
Well,
okay. I just didn't. So I'll
Yeah.
need a copy of that.
yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't sure what I was allowed to turn in because I know that I'm not allowed to bring up certain stuff from so I wasn't sure if I was allowed to
Well, I don't.
show a complaint.
Okay, I'm not sure where you get that from. If you're not
Oh.
allowed, I'll tell you you're not allowed. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I just, I
Okay.
don't know what somebody's indicated to you nor why, but I don't need to get into that. I'm telling you that's what I need to see.
Okay.
Okay. I will, since we can look that up in Odyssey, we can probably find the issue, that case. I'll adjourn this out to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That is an in-person proceeding.
Okay.
So the parties will need to be present at the courthouse. And then we'll figure out where we go, if at all, from there.
Okay,
Okay.
would the court like any submission of papers from the plaintiff in the interim?
Whatever you'd like to send that may clarify it, but you're indicating that there was a circuit court case that was resolved, giving us a number. We can find that in the pleadings ourselves.
Okay,
So I'm gonna have my staff get that. But
okay,
if there's anything else you'd like to send counsel that might either clarify or muddy the waters, then
Mhm.
certainly submit it to me.
Yes, happy to do so, Your Honor, thank you. And Ms.
All
Martin,
right.
Ms. Martin, I just sent you a response to your settlement offer in the pleadings. Please respond if you don't mind.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Judge.
folks.
Okay.
All right. Court does call the case of Lakestone Apartments versus Christina Brigham.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Cates, P78292 for Lakestone Apartments.
And she here.
Yes, she is.
Ms. Brigham?
I'm here. Well, excuse me, I have a cold. I'm here.
All right, thank you. All right, what is plaintiff's claim in this case, including court costs?
Your Honor, the claim including court costs is $2,125.90.
$2,129 and how many cents?
93 cents. 93 cents.
Thank you. All right. And ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I've already been in communication with management at the complex, and we've already worked out a payment plan to get it finished, paid off while I continue to pay rent by March. A monthly payment plan, I guess you could say.
So you're saying that the landlord has worked out some payment plan with you?
I am, yes. So,
All right.
I'm sorry.
And counsel, you don't know anything about that, right?
I was not made aware of any agreement between the defendant and the client, Your Honor. At this point, I would request that maybe a brief adjournment so we can get that.
Yeah, I'll adjourn this out to the next date. Ma'am, I'll adjourn this to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That is an in-person proceeding, so you'll need to appear at the courthouse. Okay?
Is Lakestone not here?
Yes, I am here. We do have a payment plan for her, and I did send that over to Steve Gann.
All right, so Mr. Gann has that. Maybe we can get all the paperwork finalized and then get it into the court, however we're going to do that. But for right now, the parties would need to appear on the 5th. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Lakestone versus Simone Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Cates, P78292 for Lakestone Apartments.
And Miss Smith? I think that's her. You're muted, Miss Smith.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Good
Yeah,
morning.
okay, there you. Good morning. All right, what is plaintiff's claim, including court costs in this matter?
Your Honor, it is $3,042.44.
3,000. Say that again. I'm sorry, counsel.
$3,042.44.
3244. All right, Miss Smith, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Well, I'm still trying to work out, the money that I can come up with. I've also reached out with DHS, and I'm waiting on them to respond. That was, I want to say Thursday of last week. So I know they should be getting back to me soon with some assistance.
Okay. So
I can't say for sure.
You filed a state emergency relief.
Yes, that's the name of it.
Have you reached out to Housing Access for Washtenaw County?
No, I just was listening at the numbers you were giving, Hawk and the other ones, but I will reach out to them.
Okay, I would suggest that you reach out to Hawk as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'm aware at least there's some funding, and there may be more funding coming in at the beginning of the month. So
I have a question. Do I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
to wait until I get the response from the DHS, or I could?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am. You can go right ahead, apply for that, apply for anything else that you can apply for.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what you will have to do is in your packet that you received to come to court.
Yes.
There's a form called a rental assistant form.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to fill that out and put your DHS tracking number in that document. Okay. And file that with the court by this upcoming Wednesday.
So just complete that and send it to the court.
Yes, ma'am. You'll need to complete that form, send it to the court, and it just has to be filed by this upcoming Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. Okay.
Okay.
Now, just so that you're also aware, how many people are in your household?
Myself and my daughter.
Okay, so you have two.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you look at the amount of rent that you have that's owing, understand that DHS under that state emergency relief is only gonna pay about 520 if they give you the maximum amount.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? So
Yes, sir.
just so that you know that, so that you're not thinking that it's gonna be some large number that, all
Yeah.
right?
No, thank you.
All right, so I will adjourn this out to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person proceeding, so you'll need
Okay,
to come down to the courthouse, okay?
okay.
All right. I
Thank you
think
guys for
that's
your
it.
time. All right.
Oh, not
Thank
a
you. Have a
problem,
good
ma'am.
day. Bye-bye.
You have a good day and you have a great Thanksgiving, okay?
I'm going to you too. Go blue.
No, no, we don't. Did you? You did
I
that
thought I
just
could
right.
sneak that in
Why'd
there
you,
as
why'd
I
you
was
do
hanging
that
up.
to me? What? Why'd
I
you do
said-
that to me? You know what, ma'am, Miss Smith? I expected to see Mr. Gann here saying something to me, but he sent somebody else. I know it's because of the embarrassment of what state's been doing. That's why he's not here today. But you can say go blue, and I'm just gonna say go Terps. We'll see what
No.
happens.
Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Counsel, make sure to share that with Mr. Gann, and you take care, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I had emailed over a ledger for your review yesterday, as well as an email to Miss Watson as well. This is a case where last week we had discussed that we believe the balance had kind of been compounding. I went through the ledger, I combed through it. There was a credit at the end of March, and then it looks like they were short $60.55 in April, $10 in May, 20.75 in June, 20 cents in July, and then another $9.94 in October. There were late fees that were assessed from April through November as well.
Got it. Do you see that, ma'am?
We have never been late. We've never been short
Well-
$60. And my money order receipts are in the car,
hold on.
of course.
But here's the thing, that was in March, right? March going into April.
So yeah, there was a credit at the end of March of, I believe, $88 and I think it's 65 cents. That was a credit at the end of March. And then there was a balance at the end of April of $60.55. The rent was not, the April rental charges were $904.95, and they only paid $755.75, which left them with the balance of $60.55 due.
Got it.
And then that kind of situation happened for May. They were $10 short. For June, they were $20.75 short. And so on and so forth, as I already had described.
Well, how come I wasn't notified of this? How come we weren't
Hold on a
notified?
sec. Just hold on a moment.
Yeah,
Did they? I don't know what the complex's policy. Would they have sent a notice to quit for a $60 balance? They probably wouldn't have.
I don't think so, Your Honor. And if I'm being candid with the court, there was some new management that joined back in, I believe, May of this year. And so if there was some sort of communication issue between covering managers from April and May, I think that's kind of how things have kind of gotten kicked down.
How things got up. And
Yeah.
so each of those months, while the balance is minimal, they're accumulating a late fee.
Yes,
Twice a month.
Yes, they've been accumulating late fees for each month as well. Although I will say that there was not a late fee assessed for April.
Okay.
There
That's
was
what I was.
Yeah, there was a $55 late fee assessed for May. And then there's 2 late fees that were assessed for June. There was a 55 and then a 30. And then I'm looking again for July 55 and 30, August 55 and 30, September 55 and 30, October 55 and 30, and then same for this month 55 and 30. Your Honor, I don't have a problem if you would like to adjourn this for an in-person bench trial to review in depth. I can also talk to my client about any potential settlement authority as well. If I could, I know that I have Ms. Watson's email address. I would just request that she provide Anne her phone number so that I can get it. And if I'm able to get any settlement ability, then we can discuss between now and the bench trial.
That's what I would like to see happen. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn it to a trial date, right? In the meantime, it's going to try to get settlement authority for some of this with her client. All right. Now, the only thing I'd say to you is it can't be an all or nothing, right? So from your standpoint, so while you haven't, at some point you were late. The problem that's happened, well, not late, well,
short.
Everything wasn't paid. Yes, you were short. You weren't late. And I
Right.
think that's kind of a misnomer. But the problem is that being short, it just compounded. And you're right in certain respects that then you're not notified
Right. I mean,
of, right. I get it. And there are some things in terms of how that kind of thing happens. Do they have to notify you? No, they really don't. But should they have let you try to make? If I looked at your ledger when I was going through it, I said, well, I would have probably reached out to you and said, look, you got this issue here. I mean, I may have let the 1 month pass thinking, okay, something happened, they don't. But then the next month I would have done whatever, irrespective of what might have happened. The thing is that then $85 is popping on each month, and you're paying, but you're again theoretically short because you're not paying. That balance is still there.
okay.
Okay. So I think this probably the best way to do it is to just set it for a non-jury trial. And then I don't know that anybody would necessarily have to put on any testimony. I mean, I can look at it myself. I'll just skip the final settlement conference, set it for trial, and then I'll make the call on it. All right.
Okay,
But I
so
just
who
need
will-
you to know it won't be, even though you weren't told, you still are obligated to potentially pay some of it. Okay. So what date do we have?
December 2nd.
Give me a date after that, because that's right after the holiday. I want to make sure my sponsor has time to talk to her client. Why don't I set this for December 16th? It's not as though they don't pay.
That's good.
Will that work for you?
That'll work for me. Yeah.
December 16th,
Because Red have surgery.
2025 at 9 a.m. And he's at work.
Yes.
'Cause
Calvin.
yeah, because at the time she stopped yelling at me, he yelled at me about, I'm like, man, I'm just doing my job. So we'll set it for 9 a.m. They'll be in contact with you to see whether or not you get it resolved before you get to that point.
Okay. December
Honor.
16th.
Yes.
Could she just provide Anne with her phone number so that I can have that and Anne can message it?
Oh, okay. And if you can provide a phone number to my clerk, and we have permission to send that over, ma'am,
All right.
to them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Young.
Thank
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to you. Court does call the case of Barbara Woods versus Michelle, is it Perillo? Carrillo? I'm pronouncing that all wrong, I know.
Sydney Fontanelle.
Uh-oh, I saw you talk to her on the, you in cahoots with her? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
yeah, the same.
State your name, ma'am.
Michelle Carrillo.
All right, and you are with her?
Yes, hi, I am Mandy DeBono. I work for the Washtenaw County Health Department as a
Yes.
community health worker.
All right, thank you. All right, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, this is a non-payment of rent case. I am showing that there is rent of $803.56, court cost of $186, for a total of $989.56. And Your Honor, just to refresh the court's memory, I believe that this was the case where there was a money order that had been returned to NSF for some reason. Ms. Matson had contacted our client to find out what happened with that. My understanding is that the scanner that was used, something was wrong with it, and so that payment was applied on October 30th of $741, and then the NSF fee was credited back as of today in the amount of $50. And so that is why I have this total that's currently due and owing.
Why it, right, went down from the last time they were here because that NSF was credited back. But the amount of the money order, that was actually applied to the account.
Yeah, and it looks like after speaking with our client, that was applied on October 30th. It says just payment. There was no notes for us to know that that was the prior money order. And so after diving into it a little more with our client, it was applied on October 30th in the amount of $741. I do believe that Ms. Ferrillo did not pay rent for 1 month. I believe it was September. That rent was not paid.
She paid every month on time.
You're
We have all the receipts right here.
So they're indicating that if that's the month, and I don't have a ledger in front of me, but if it's September's the month, they're saying that she paid September.
So I'm looking at the ledger right now, Your Honor, and this may be another situation where we adjourn it to the 16th and for an in-person bench trial, if Your Honor would like. But I show that there was, I misspoke, there was a payment on September 25th of $813. There was no payment in August of this year, is what my ledger reflects.
So you show a payment in September of $813.
Yes, and then there was a
but no payment
for
in August of
August, she paid
hold on.
$803.
Go. What's the date on that?
7/29/25, August rent.
Okay. Do you see a payment on 7/29 or thereabouts at the end of July?
I do show that there was a payment on 7/31 of $803.
Is that the one?
That's August rent. Yeah.
Okay, so that was, from their perspective, that was her August rent she was paying.
All right, so I'm looking at this ledger. I'm just going to back it up a little bit. I show as of April 1st, 2025, she was at a zero balance.
April?
Yep.
Wasn't she zero? Okay.
When she was zeroed out. She paid May rent on May 6th, and that was for $741. That looks like that was the one, but it was $9.75 short.
That was $9.75 short. Okay.
That is also the one that got.
We'll deal with it.
Yeah, that was
Pardon?
also that got NSF'd.
Got it.
And
okay.
And that wasn't applied until October.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case and it doesn't get applied till October, I guess my initial question is she accumulating late fees like at $85 each of these months.
Yes.
So I might have to use my fingers here. If
So
I
that
do May, May,
June,
June, July, August, September,
October,
October, 6 months.
7 months.
You were there, 7 months. You were there way before I was. At $85 a month, that's, and not here. 85 times 7.
Your Honor, it's $595.
$595. So, and she owes, and I
90.
don't know where the 980, yeah, so then there's about a $400 difference, but that whacks out about 600 if there are no late fees. But
That would bring us down if we just, for argument's sake, took out late fees, that would bring our balance down to about $400-ish. It's $394.56. Your Honor, I would
how
request.
much is her monthly rent?
Looks like it was $677 and then it increased in October to $714. And there is
Okay, so, right, go ahead.
and trash.
Okay. All right. And all of this, and this is a little bit different than the last case because that might have been a shortage of payment. All of this cascading effect for her happens because of this NSF.
That's part of it, but I do think that some of it, there was a balance before the NSF. There a small balance.
Right.
Comb through the ledger. I didn't comb through the ledger in this case as much as the last one, so I would need time to be able to break it down that way.
To be able to get settlement authority. Okay. You follow all of that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead.
We have copies of every month she's paid, April, or I'm sorry, end of April, so May rent all the way through current day. We have all the copies right here for you. If you review the ledger and look at these, like it doesn't match up.
Right. So here's, right, even without reviewing the ledger, I mean, the ledger may help me when we get to that $400 figure, right? But even before we get there, the bigger problem, but I can see it without a ledger, is that when that one payment doesn't get applied, her balance just begins to escalate with the late fees. And that, if we can sort of clear that out of the way, that obscures some of the other, well, it will clarify, but in the other charges that are there. That ledger, because of that, that ledger is not gonna match. It just won't. And so it's gonna take sort of kind of going through and trying to figure it out. And there may have been a month, because it happens here, that the utilities, for example, weren't paid, but they may not have been, how do I do this? That something happened where, and I'm not saying it did, I'm just saying where it's not paid, which then also begins to sort of escalate. But I got to figure out, those kind of have to go away, in my opinion. But the late fees, and then look at what it is. But all of the late, and again, I said the same thing with Ms. Watson. Maybe some of them are applicable because of something that wasn't paid, but I may have an issue with the fact that if they told you were $40 short, you probably would have gotten it in.
Yeah, they didn't.
Right? Yeah. So believe me, I can appreciate that and I can understand that. I just have to get to the bottom of the number. Does that make sense to you?
All of my water and utilities and stuff, or is included in my lot, or is all paid in my lot rent?
You pay it, right, you pay everything together.
Right.
That's why not every check is gonna be the same. Right, I get that. So I've gotta try to match. I don't wanna put it really simple. I gotta try to match those payments with those charges. Right? Because I don't know, for example, your account zeroed at some point. So we can kind of move forward from there. We can figure out what you were charged for your water and sewer, lot rent, what you paid. Then we can go forward. But in a lot of ways, those late fees they've got to get out of my way for me to be able to do that. That makes sense to you? It may be my deficiency that causes me to have to do it that way, but I think that's what we have to do, okay? And then we can figure it out. But ma'am, because every time you come in here, you look really worried, right?
Yes.
This is the first time that you're smiling, all right? So listen, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with Ms. Watson's case, non-jury trial. What did I set that? December 16th or 15th? 16th. December 16th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Okay? Come back in, bring your paperwork. They'll be here. They'll have their paperwork. In the interim, they're going to be trying to work with the landlord on this. Council doesn't necessarily have authority to do anything. So I can't really ask that. I will say this, that the triggering of all of those late fees with a NSF check that couldn't have been NSF and then it not being clarified till August would lead this court to the conclusion on just that, not making that ruling right now, that those late fees should be wiped out. So if that helps in talking with your client, you can let them know that the court did say that.
Understood, Your Honor, and I will definitely be speaking with my client. I would just request that if I'm able to get a scanned copy of their money order still, and I can try to also piece together the ledger to match it up with the payments. I think that would be helpful for me as well.
Okay,
And then their phone
you have
numbers.
them all here?
You can make copies.
Where is Ann? Do you mind if we copy those and
No,
then
not at all.
send them over to council? We'll just try to facilitate part of the process. That work? And you've got contact information for this defendant or no?
No, if they could also provide a phone number.
Can you also provide a phone number? And they probably have an email address for you, maybe.
I should on file, but I'll provide my phone.
Do both. Why don't we, just so that they have it? And Ann will be out. They have a series of money orders. They need copied and then sent over to the office along with her,
Yeah, nope, you're right.
along with her email and phone number. And ma'am, did you want to be included on the communication?
That would be wonderful.
All right. So if we have an email, if you can provide the email so that they.
Yeah.
So set it for that date. We'll get all of those copies made. And then I get to see you again,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
Will that work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do me a favor.
What?
You got to do two things. Now, if you want me to do an order, I'll do an order. You got to have a great Thanksgiving and you got to keep smiling.
Yes.
I like it better when you're smiling. Okay?
You have a great Thanksgiving also.
Thank you. And thank you for your assistance.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Woods versus Elisa Franklin. Not checked in. Hold on one moment. You brought somebody else with you and you didn't tell me?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, that's my daughter.
You brought your daughter, she didn't come up here with you?
No, she's shy.
Oh, okay, so she was just gonna let you come up and talk to this mean old judge by yourself? Okay, all right, you two have a good Thanksgiving, good seeing you. Elise Franklin, she is not here. I think I previously swore you in this morning. I did not. Really? A pallets case without being sworn in? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead then.
Thank you. This is a non-payment of rent possession only action, Your Honor. There is rent due of $5,592.30, court costs of $186 for a total of $5,778.30. I would request for it to issue in 10 days, which I do believe puts us at December 1st.
Yes. Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. You're right, I would this one here. Arbor Woods versus Lakeisha Sanders. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. All right, what is our claim now in this case?
Your Honor, this is a non-payment of rent case. There is rent of $1,894 due, court costs of $186 for a total of $2,080 due. I do believe Ms. Sanders was supposed to have an appointment with Hawk this week. Was what I had from our notes from last week.
Yes. Did you meet with Hawk?
I did Monday, and I called today for a follow-up. They said they sent something to the landlord. They needed an I-9, the ledger, and something else. They were waiting to hear back.
Okay, so they're gonna look like they might. Did they tell you that they were gonna do it, and that's why they need the I-9 and everything? That they,
they can't say that until the contract is signed.
Yeah, I know.
Quote unquote. And they normally don't give updates, quote unquote, is what she told me. But she told me that I turned in everything I needed to turn in, and that they had reached out to the landlord.
They had reached out to the landlord. Okay, so here's my only question.
And then the Hawk amount says $20.50, but a $30 late fee I added on the 21st because it keeps.
No, I get you.
adding.
We'll that I'll deal with. We'll figure that out. But
Okay. But yeah, I called this morning because I hadn't received. She told me when I had my appointment on Monday that I would receive an email, and I didn't receive it. So I just was following up to let them know I had court again today, and that's what she told me, that my caseworker had reached out to.
Got it. Okay. Well, I think I can know what that means. They just didn't say. So did they say they gave an amount of 2,000 something, right?
$2,050, because that's what it was on Monday. But like I said, another late fee added $30 on the 21st.
Right.
That's
Gotcha.
their problem.
I got it. But the problem that I'm going to have is, did they say anything about your December rent?
They didn't, but
Are
I'll
you
have my December rent.
Okay, when were you going to be able to pay your December?
I was sort of waiting to make sure what they were gonna do.
No, I hear you, but
yeah.
Okay, so here's the problem. I'm going to adjourn this to December 5th.
Okay.
The moment you come back on December 5th, December is going to be due.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll have it by then, as long as they say what I'll have it December 5th.
So you'll have the December amount to pay. So, all right. I know this sounds really complicated and it's kind of crazy. I need you to pay your if I adjourn this out, I'm gonna trust you. Okay. I need you to get your December rent in the 1st or the 2nd. Can you do that?
I have to check my pay dates, but
what day of the week you get paid?
On Fridays.
Your Honor,
So you're gonna get. Go ahead.
It's December 5th. That's when she would get paid. I don't know what your
Oh,
time.
you would get paid December 5th. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
What time is our time on?
It's gonna be 1 p.m.
Can you get that to them before 1?
If not, I'll have it in hand when I walk in.
Okay.
Because I have to be at work.
No, fair enough. Because what I don't want to do.
The problem is because that balance is lingering, their portal does not allow you to make partial payment.
I
I
understand all of that. Quit I got enough problems. Quit giving me more.
I'm sorry.
All right, all I need to know, what I just don't want is for them to send a ledger, your ledger look one way and them not pay that amount. But I want to make sure your December is going to be able to be paid if I adjourn it out to that day.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna because she got a significant amount paid, quite frankly. So I'm going to adjourn this out to December 5th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Make sure to have that. That's an in-person. So either have it with you or how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay. And then we should hopefully, they'll get the information to Hawk. Hopefully, even with the holiday, we can get this all straight.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You feel better than you did the last time?
I didn't yell. See, I was
What'd you say?
I didn't yell. I was quiet.
You didn't yell this time. All right.
Have a good
All right. You take care of yourself. You guys take care. Harbor Woods versus April Tubbs Streeter. Jesus. I didn't miss her.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, and Elise Streeter. Your name?
April Tubbs Streeter.
All right. And let's see. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, there is rent due of $1,353.28, court costs of $242, for a total of $1,595.28. She was to pay $1,300 on Monday. My client did confirm she did pay that, and they received the money. So,
Which is why the balance is where it is. Okay, so April Tubbs Streeter, how are we gonna get the rest of this paid?
Yeah, the 28th,
On the 28th?
Friday.
You believe her? You do? Wow, he didn't even hesitate. All right. So here's what will happen. I'm gonna trust you too, because if you get this paid, they can before the end of the month, they can dismiss the case.
Okay.
But my next date is in December. So if I come back in December, you don't pay by then, we're gonna be talking about December rent.
You ain't gotta worry.
Okay?
Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta worry.
What'd you say?
I said you don't have to worry about it.
No, it's okay. I just want to let you know what would happen if you, for whatever reason, didn't. So I'm going to, with this one, given her payment, I'm going to adjourn this to December 5th, 2025 at 1 p.m.
Your Honor,
Okay,
Hey, do I
you
still have
have,
to come back?
is
and
this
that's over plaintiff's objections. If you, say again, ma'am.
If I pay it, do I still have to come?
No, you don't have to come down. If you get that all paid prior to the end of the month, you don't have to be here because
Okay.
you don't want to see me anyway.
I need to work.
Oh, okay. I was trying to have my feelings hurt. All right. Okay.
Happy holidays. everybody.
And to you. Arbor Woods versus Linda Lockhart. And Janine Caldwell and Larry Lockhart. I think somebody passed away. Yes. Hello. And your name?
Linda Lockhart.
Okay. And where are we with her case?
Your Honor, there's rent due of $1,967.43, court cost of $298 for a total of $2,265.43 due.
All right.
I'm still calling around and waiting to hear from DHS. I haven't heard anything, and I'm still trying to call agencies and try to get help.
Okay. Did you call over to Hawk and everything or no?
Yeah, they're supposed to be calling me back.
They
Yeah.
haven't called you back?
No, not yet.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I showed that last week she said she doesn't qualify for Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, they called me back, and they did call me back, and I missed the call, and we've been playing phone tag basically.
Okay. But did they tell you didn't qualify? Because that's what I
They
was
said
like
that,
to.
but then they called me back and they took an assessment of me and my situation and said that they were going to talk to somebody and get back to me.
Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do, man. And you call back to Hawk and let them know. In this instance, I'm gonna find that there's no tribal issue after hearing on this case. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for the total amount of $2,265.43. What I will do, however, is a writ will issue December 5th. Kind of account for the holidays. So what that means is I'm giving a judgment. You got to make sure to get back to Hawk and all of these other people that are helping you and let them know that you're on this firm deadline, that you got to get this paid by them.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad Hawk, if they have the ability to help you, has called you back. But once you leave here, call them, let them know that the judge issued a judgment. You got to have a firm answer on it.
Okay.
Try to get you in if that's what they're going to do.
Okay.
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 All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Yes, and to you. Northville Crossing versus Barbara Vargo and Company. Hello, state your names.
Barbara Fargo.
Right. Michael Vargo. All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, there is a rent due of $3,026.67, court costs of $190 for a total of $3,216.67. I showed that last week that they had put $200 into escrow, that they did attempt to get rental assistance from Hawk and senior housing. So I would just inquire what this.
Yeah.
I just got a email yesterday evening from Autumn at
Hawk. Yeah.
And they approved to give me 3,000. And they sent the email to the Bobby Strangler, the community manager. Then I have the 200 in escrow. I'm not sure.
You're going to be
does that cover
$16 and some odd short.
Okay, we can get the $16.
Okay.
Okay. Right away today if they need it.
Okay. Well, make sure. I don't know how the landlord's going to take that. Either way, either pay to, because I've got to send out this at some point. So if you get it here, we can just add it to it and send out one check.
Okay, I'll do
that balance. Were you aware of the email, Sydney, that
I got a copy of it.
I was not aware that Autumn had reached out to my client yet.
And then here, just give him that.
I guess is senior housing going to be helping at all? Because obviously December rent's
yes.
And I know that you just started a new job too.
Correct. So I got another email from Madden, who's sitting here, that she's applied for December's rent.
Okay. So senior housing will be covering December rent then?
She's applied, so she's hoping to cover December's rent.
Through senior housing.
Through senior housing. So that's the second email that I highlighted.
Okay, this indicates they've approved her application for the 3,000. She has $200 in escrow, but then it's to cover the remaining balance. They have a balance of $160.67. I'm not sure where
that was probably last. They must have been more late or something.
Right, but anyway, we'll be able to cover the balance. And then I have another email also from yesterday. Yesterday was a busy day for you. That says Housing Bureau for Seniors has a pending request for her December rent. If there's a discrepancy of remaining 180, HBS can provide a commitment before court for that amount. Okay, so her request for December rent is pending. They would cover any balance, it looks like, because it's the same figure of the 160, but we've got that part covered.
Right.
Once you get to 16 in escrow, we've got that part covered. We just have to figure out December rent.
Okay.
Did you want copies of these sent to you?
If you could, Your Honor, and then I'll touch base with
Do
my
you-
client. Just got them yesterday. That's probably why they haven't let me know yet.
They haven't. You have a problem if
No,
I,
you,
okay,
you
we'll
can-
send
yep.
a
you
copy.
can keep
to-
those and,
No, we'll
it-
get you yours back. We'll just copy them and send off to council.
okay. And we, they copied, Bobby, the community manager on it.
Right. It probably just didn't get to the attorney, but I want to make sure they have.
Yes.
Okay, so it's been a long road, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm working as I started.
That's right.
Monday.
And you started a new job. Given all of that, I'm going to adjourn it out to December 5th. Here's going to be our problem. Okay, so that you know. The 3,000 will come in, all of that will come in, the escrow will get released, which would look clear you through December. But if I adjourn it out to that date, we're going to be dealing with December rent. And so we just have to hope that Housing Bureau for Seniors can come through to get that paid, but you are working.
Right.
So, all right. Over the objection of plan, I'm going to grant the adjournment to December 5th, 2025 at 1 p.m. Okay. And then we'll be able to get that done.
Right.
Okay. Ms. Bargo, you
Yeah.
finally you
Hmm?
took a breath.
Yeah.
I know you I have to give you both of you all of the credit in the world. You just been
It's been a rough year.
As a good husband, you're right. You pointed at her because she was doing it and working. And I remember you coming in and you were exceedingly worried about whether or not you were gonna whether or not it was all gonna work out for you.
Yes.
And I remember the look on your face, and I just kept thinking it's gonna come through for you somehow, and I'm glad
Thank you.
that it has. And
And I thank in Northville Crossings too for their patience and understanding. We've been there for 22 years.
got
And,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
And I guess what it teaches you is that when in all despair, you just don't lose faith, right?
right, correct. A lot of prayers
Yes, ma'am.
in the last year. A lot of prayers, sir.
All right. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
appreciate
Well,
you. All right.
we have a lot to be thankful for,
Yes.
don't we?
Oh, bless her.
We're still breathing.
All right.
I'll keep doing that.
Take care.
Thank you.
And
And
young
have
man,
a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You take care of yourself. All right. You hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Doctor's appointment on Wednesday.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. Let's see. Who do we have here? Northville Crossing versus Tony Rogers. Did you have one? You did have one more, correct?
I don't. Which one do you have?
I have Tony Rogers.
Is it TonyRogers?
Yes.
Hold on.
TAWNY.
Tawny Rogers.
Tawny. Yes.
I show that this was a dismissal, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay, that's fine. We just, paperwork isn't here, but that's okay. Case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. And then let's make sure we got. Yeah, and Northville Estates versus Grabowski and Northville Estates versus Powers. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. Fantastic. All right. Young lady, you have a great Thanksgiving, huh?
You too.
And this is the first Thanksgiving with the little one, right?
Yeah, Miss Dornbush will be back, I believe, the first week of December. So I was told she's going to be thrown right back into court. We'll see if she'll be here on the 5th or if it'll be me.
Okay, well, all right. Well, you have a blessed Thanksgiving.
You too, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
All right, take care. Court stands in recess. These folks are here for something else. All right, and where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I have a balance of $2,841, including court costs. I understand that there might have been escrow paid for.
Oh, yes. So I have escrow in the amount of $2,100. So I've got a balance of basically $791 or $741. How are you gonna get that paid?
I'm gonna pay it next Friday.
The 28th? All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since you place that large amount in escrow, I'm gonna release the escrow to the plaintiff. All right. So we'll get that paid over to your landlord. Okay.
They still haven't fixed it.
They still haven't done.
Nothing.
Your Honor, I don't have a written answer in my file.
Right, but she, from the very first time we were here, had indicated there were repair issues and they were going to send somebody over to do that. I think that was on November 7th. On November 14th, the same thing came up and they said that they were going to be sending somebody over.
Okay.
And I don't think there were significant repairs per se, but she wanted her repairs done.
Okay.
And so I didn't require her to give it a written answer
Okay.
because the landlord said they were going to take care of it.
Right. Okay. I guess I just don't have a.
Right. I thought they were done. I'm sorry, man. So the repairs still haven't been done?
Your Honor, I can get in touch with my client and see what's going on with that. Can I, if I give Ms. Jones my email address, I wouldn't mind looking at a list just so that I can have something to go through with my client.
Okay.
All
right. And ma'am, the amount that you were going to pay on the 28th, pay that also in the court escrow.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then when were you gonna pay then your December rent normally? Right.
So the December is like what, the first? I was gonna try and pay it with that one, so.
Oh, so you're gonna try to pay the balance plus your December rent. Great. If you do that, I want all of it in escrow.
Okay.
Till they.
Okay.
All right. So what I will do with your case then, ma'am, is I'll adjourn it out to December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. All right. And I've noted my file that the repairs from your standpoint are still not done. Okay. All right. They'll get a list. Put that in there. You just get to keep coming back and seeing. All right. All right. You have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Eladot Property Management versus Nicole Freeland. And Aaron Gates. And the one that's running the whole show. So her legs are like this big. And then just like parents do, can you sit here? She was gonna give it her best shot. What are your names?
And Nicole Freeland.
You really should let her go first, but I'm not gonna hold that against you, but maybe I will. All right. And where are we on this?
I have a balance including court costs of $3,394.33. I do note that the ledger reflects that $400 was paid on the 14th. I think that there's gonna be $400 today, but obviously that my ledger wouldn't reflect.
We just paid that before we came, so.
Okay.
You paid that before you came in?
Yes, yep, and I took a screenshot just in case you guys needed it. so.
All right, that takes them down basically around the $3,000 mark. All right, how are you guys gonna get the rest of this done?
We signed up for the SERs. Did the clerk send you down a paper of that?
Yeah, so you did the SER.
We did the SER. We also tried Hawk, but they haven't gotten back with us, so, yeah.
So Hawk hasn't gotten back with you.
So,
All right, there are how many in your household?
the two of us plus her, so 3. I don't know if you count.
How she said that, the two of us plus her. No, she's in the household and
so
she's
3.
allowed you two to.
So 3 of us.
Yeah, okay. So that you know, and I don't know if I apprised you this before, even if the SER gives their maximum amount, it's only 620.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are really kind of depending on Hawk and trying to get yourselves caught up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how much is their monthly rent?
$1,350.
Okay, so this 400 that you're paying, are you, so that's, what's your plan to keep your rent current?
Keep our rent current, doing the best I can, make some small jobs, extra money on the side right now. I'm sorry.
And then I have to get like 400 a week to buy a job because they're taking money for her because I can't afford daycare for her. So they've been taking money out of my account or my check. So I'm only down to $400 a week. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So I used to make 600 because I work for a company that's a daycare, but because they want 50% of childcare for her, I'm unable to pay the childcare because he's lost his job, and now we're down further in mine because my employer is asking me to pay out of my paycheck for her childcare. So now I'm down to $400 a week. And this is why we kind of got somewhat behind as well. So with him not being employed and trying to get these side jobs with also applying for other. I know.
I'm hearing you. I'm still trying to figure out the childcare thing. So she stays at a childcare with your employer.
Yeah, so I work for this employer and she's letting me bring her, but we have to pay $187 a week just for her to come. And now I'm behind with them, so they're like, well, you have to start taking money out of your check to pay for her childcare, and yeah, it's just.
No, I got you. Okay. And you're still trying to find work.
Yes, sir. Just did get a car about 2 weeks ago, so.
Pardon?
We just got a car 2 weeks ago, so now
we can farther a little,
Okay.
staying in the city.
Problem so here's gonna be part of the issue. You said your rent is $13.50 a month. So
I was gonna say plus the utilities, I think it's almost like 13, almost 14, but yeah, they pay.
Okay,
20.
so let's just work with the number 14. The problem is if I adjourn this out, 1,400 is gonna kick in. When that 1,400 kicks in, when Hawk calls you back, you have to get that to where you are right now, which based upon if nothing else were to change, that's going to take you get paid every week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to take you 3 weeks to get back down in that $3,000 range.
Mhm.
Is the landlord amenable to any type of?
At, as far as I know, Your Honor, I don't think that a payment plan is, as far as I know, I can ask about a payment plan, but I don't know that that is something that they would offer. At this time.
I mean, I can't necessarily force them to do that, but I mean, well, they're truly between a rock and a hard place
Right.
because I mean, if she stops working to stay home to care for the child, then that 400 isn't there.
Right.
Mhm.
I assume he's trying to do the best he can to get himself employed. He's like you said, he's getting a car just so he can sort of expand the areas that he can.
Your Honor, I suppose if you adjourn it over plaintiff's objection to the 5th, then will be 2 weeks. I mean, December rent will have kicked in, but that'll have been 2 more weeks to get, about 2/3, a little under 2/3 of that.
Right, okay. We're spending too much time together. You're reading my mind. So folks, let me just ask you this, because I just gotta know. If your check is 400, and I realize he's doing that, how are you?
We're rounding. We're trying other things. We're even thinking of taking everything, even these guys, and putting it in like, just go what is it? Bankrupt. It's just starting fresh and just being like.
Okay, no, I hear you, but
It's one of.
I'm asking a more basic question. Okay, just this.
Yeah, no.
If I said I'll adjourn it out, but you're to pay the 400 a week, how do you guys eat?
I bring in cash on the small time jobs, kind of like doing mason work, brickwork, and stone jobs, like barns and whatnot. I'm doing that to feed us for the most part, put gas in the car, and she's taking care of most of the bills. So. Trying my best.
And that's what my employee said was, if he just stay home with him, and I'm like, but if he stays home with him, how is he supposed to be able to find a job? Yeah, it just.
Yeah, I can't take her on jobs.
Yeah, so.
Right, when I'm looking at her, she looks like a stone mason.
Probably give a good effort.
That's right, she can help out. You just tell her where you need to put that thing. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Because and again, over the objection plaintiff, you guys are just trying to figure out how you're gonna do that. You gotta put food into your mouths, you gotta put food in that little baby's mouth and everything. And at some point try to figure it all out, right? I'm going to adjourn this case over the objection of plaintiff to December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. Okay. You paid 400 today. So over the next 2 weeks, I want 350 paid to the landlord. I'm just thinking about the math and I'm trying, bottom line is if you guys fall out, you guys don't get this thing paid and that little one needs both of you. All right. Plain and simple. So take that extra $50 and make sure you've got what you need to be able to feed yourselves and your family. Okay. And then, so pay that $350. She'll talk to try to figure out what to do, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do going forward.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough?
Yes, thank you.
All right. You guys have a blessed Thanksgiving.
You
What's
too.
the little one's name?
Anna.
Anna? Anna, bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Did she say bye?
Oh, yeah.
Or she just screamed at me?
Come on.
Bye.
Can you wave? Can you say bye?
Can you wave it? Bye. Oh. Okay. Come on, Daddy. Now my day's made. That's right. And you notice something that Dad did? Dad did not hesitate. The moment she said, "Come on, Dad," he just shot out. That's right.
Higher authority.
The power of a daughter. Cherry Hill Administration versus UNRAVEL.
Jillian Angus for Plaintiff.
Yeah, she went out to. I'm gonna pass it real quick because she's talking to them. Okay, I got. No, I got you. Evergreen Apartments versus Thomas Fleming. And at LT John.
She's incapacitated.
Okay.
And she has dementia. This is my case manager from
Okay.
CMH.
CMH. Okay, come on up. What's your name?
Thomas Fleming.
And your name, sir?
Scott Moore.
All right, thank you. All right. Where are we on this thing?
Your Honor, since the last hearing, I have a report from my client. So there was an inspection on the 14th to go over what needed to happen before treatment on Monday. And then on that Monday, the 17th, Terminix visited the home. And it sounds like the home is not adequately prepared for effective treatment. So obviously this is a health hazard and safety case. And so there's just the home is attracting pests, and it sounds like there have just been some problems getting the house prepared for treatment. And it's affecting other units.
So what happened, sir?
Okay, so they came on the 3rd and they sprayed, and it wasn't complete.
They needed to come back.
The problem is that I'm taking care of an 89-year-old, and I didn't have any help. We moved into this apartment from my home, and there's a lot of stuff in there. And my nephew didn't come and help me until the end of October. It's an ongoing process. I spent a lot of money trying to get the house prepared. I got the clothes up. I bought tubs that cost about $100. I bought paint. I painted the wall because there was fecal matter from bed bugs and eggs. I painted over that. And also, they didn't come on the time that they said they were coming. They said they're coming the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th.
Right, but when they came back on the 17th, if the unit's not.
They only did one room.
But sir, and that's because they're not going to do the rooms if they're not prepared.
Well, it's kind of hard to move my mom and her hospital.
Sir, I hear you. I'm just trying to figure out somehow or another this impasse that we're at has to, we've got to get past it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
But for one thing, I didn't have the paper that tells me how to prepare the home, because someone, an old neighbor of mine, Michael, has been helping me out, And he took that paper and he was supposed to make a copy. He never gave it back to me. So I didn't know. I was only guessing at how to prepare the home. He never gave it back to me. So I was only guessing what I needed to do. And I've done a lot. Every time they've come, it's been more improved.
All right.
So if I know what, go ahead. So if I know what needs to be done,
does that list come from Terminex or does it come from your client about preparation?
I'm guessing it would come from Terminix, but obviously that's a guess. I can
Right.
answer from my client.
All right.
all right, they didn't come on the 10th at all.
Okay. But understand they're part of the reason they're not showing up is because the unit's not prepared. And then when they do show up, they can't spray because it's not prepared. I understand and I hear all your difficulties, but it can't.
Well, he sprayed on the 17th. And I couldn't get into my room for three hours and I had to sleep on the floor.
Right. I get that. But and I'm just going to give you the bottom line to it. If we don't get that unit sprayed and properly treated, then I'm going to have to issue a judgment and have you evicted.
Oh.
That's the bottom line. And I don't necessarily want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I just found out kind of about what's going on. I will happily assist Kevin and try to get his to come.
Got it. Okay. So it's pretty much on a 2-week kind of cycle kind of thing. So
oh, sorry.
Here's what I'm going to do. I have the 12. What I want to have happen is I want the landlord to send out the list of how that unit needs to be prepared. If to the defendant as well as if the CMH worker can give a email address so that it also goes to you. Okay. Send that out. Have them set another appointment for the spraying and treatment of the unit. And let's see if we can get this done.
Gunnar, would you give a deadline for the appointment so that we all know kind of when it has to be prepared?
For the appointment, well, I was thinking of adjourning it out to the 12th, but with the holidays, I don't know if that's going to be enough time. Can they get Terminex out in a week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
So I'll adjourn this out December 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. All right. And I'm going to indicate your unit needs to be fully prepared for treatment.
Okay.
That was going to happen. You're going to have your unit fully prepared for treatment by the 10th.
10.
Yes, and that way they can set the appointment. Hopefully they can get them out there within that.
10th and the 12th.
Pardon, between the 10th and the 12th, they can get them out there. I may be ambitious, but I'm also trying to give time because I know you're going to be. All right. Okay, so 2 o'clock on the 12th, and hopefully we can have a good report.
All right.
Thank you. Court does call the case of Cherry Hill Administration versus Dion Ragland.
Plaintiff.
Your name?
Dion Ragland.
And you?
Hi, Kalila Horton. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Where are you from?
Washtenaw County Health Department.
Yeah.
I ran out to help that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply them for food stamps,
And
help them out.
I'm just gonna thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I called the case. I saw Mr. Ragland's case, but I saw you go out there. And you've been here before, but I didn't know exactly what you were doing.
Yeah.
But I know that you were trying to do something to help them, and the court greatly appreciates it.
Yeah. I gave her my number.
You could have just sat there.
Right.
I couldn't do that.
No, right. I mean, correct. And so I'm thankful, and sometimes blessings just come in different ways, don't they?
Sometimes kid friendly always help out.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Rick. Where are we on Mr. Ragland's case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $9,900.
Great. Okay. Where are we?
Well, he did pay. I sent the spreadsheet and I went over it with the attorney in the last court date. There was a difference of $400. And the attorney looked at me and said, well, I just suggest he go ahead and move. So that's that. He has proof. He has money order receipts of.
Hold on a second. So you went through it. There's a discrepancy of 400.
Yep. But he did work for him.
Yes.
He did work for
the landlord. Sink, toilet, plumbing. They had some type of agreement. So I just kind of blew that off.
You credited his account with that? I'm trying to figure out.
$444. Yes. The rest was paid. He has money order receipts.
That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yep, I added everything up.
So who were you talking to, Mr. Fink?
Yeah, the attorney that was here last week. I sent him the spreadsheet, and before you came out, he called me to the desk and he hadn't looked at it yet. So he pulled it up on his laptop and we went down the list, he added it up and he just said, well, I just suggest he move because even he knew it was paid.
Yeah.
But why would he suggest he move if it's paid?
Because it would be future problems, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be
I think
because
I'm gonna
I see what you're saying. He
Yeah.
wasn't disputing, he wasn't saying that because you two didn't agree on the numbers necessarily. He said that because he's gonna run into this problem.
future issues with the landlord.
Right.
I think it's best that he should just move.
Yeah, I am.
Well, are you gonna move?
Yes.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm finna move in with my girlfriend and then we're gonna find a place together.
Gonna put his stuff in
I'm
storage.
putting it in my stuff in storage. Sorry.
You know, whenever I was gonna do that, that was a disaster.
I'm sure we all have stories.
I'm just saying.
I know.
We've all done that before.
That's right, that's right. Man, it just never really turned out good.
Right.
Is that right, Alan?
Look.
Oh, you're going for what other people told
Right.
you.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, anyway. So when were you gonna try to get all of that accomplished?
In the next, couple of days, however much time that the court is gonna allow me to, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be there long, but just enough time to move my stuff. Already been in the process of getting boxes, looking for storage units and getting a U-Haul truck and stuff.
Okay, so just so you understand, the only thing they're looking for in this case is just possession of the unit.
Yeah.
Not looking for a money judgment against you. So it's really an issue of when do you think you can reasonably get your stuff moved out, get moved in where you're going and give them the keys back? How much time will it take you to do that?
All right, in the next 30 days, 20 days.
Could he use a security deposit and cleaning fee
Yeah.
to cover December and then he'd be out?
Well, I can't do that because that's handled under a different statute and the like.
Okay.
How much is his rent?
It's $800 a month.
Okay, so
So that's judgment is wrong. It's 550. I don't know what that was. From what I was paying.
can't agree on anything.
Yeah.
All right, so here's,
Your Honor, it was $550 in 2016.
okay, but anyway. Let me ask you this, if I adjourn this to the 12th over the objection of plaintiff, you think you could be moved out and get the keys to him? So that's,
3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3
yeah,
weeks,
it's about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah,
That should be
get
it.
out of there.
Yeah.
please.
You can do that?
Yeah, because of the holidays, that's only stuff is like that. And I work and I get off at 3 o'clock. So that's but yeah, it should be enough time. Yeah.
Okay, and you've got to get the keys back to them.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that you're surrendering the unit.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll adjourn this to December 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. Okay?
We gotta
And
come back in.
we'll
You gotta tell them that.
see, that's over the objection.
Oh,
of
okay.
plaintiff, but
Thank you, Your Honor. I can't imagine that Jim would have seen that it was paid and not dismissed it. That's the only.
I don't know what happened with that hotel.
Why isn't he here?
Huh?
Why isn't he here? I thought he would.
Why isn't Jim here?
Yeah.
Well,
Got things to do.
well, and for those of us that do this, sometimes it's better it's not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Mr. Fink.
When he looked at me and said what he said, I just got it. I was like, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Say less.
All right.
All right,
Thank you again for all you do. And
You're
what you
welcome.
did today.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you too.
Take care.
And holiday.
Yes, and to you, sir.
All right.
Forrest Knoll versus Rosalind Lett. Lett, not here. I had previously sworn you in, I think.
This morning, Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Jillian Ingen for plaintiff. This is a case for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $323. Court costs are $175 for a total of $498. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with the writs issued after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default. For possession, redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Hamilton Crossing versus Shakina Wyndham. Shakina Wyndham. You may proceed.
Thanks, Your Honor. This is for non-payment of rent. Rent to retain possession is $465. Court costs are $176 for a total of $641. Plaintiff is requesting a default judgment for possession only with the writ issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. New Park Ridge Apartments versus Samantha Brockman. Hello, what's your name?
Samantha Brockman.
All right, where are we on Miss Brockman's case?
Your Honor, there's a balance of $473. It's my understanding from notes from my client that Ms. Brockman said she would pay the full balance by December 5th, including December rent. If that is,
By what date?
sorry, by December 5th,
December 1st.
December 1st. Oh,
Yeah,
that's even
because
better.
me and the December 1st.
Okay, so you're gonna pay your December
Five-
rent plus this by December 1st.
That's 560.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn this out to December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. All right,
The plan?
you have everything paid. You may not need to come back. You just make sure everything's paid because then they dismiss it because everything's paid.
Yeah,
All
perfect.
right,
Sounds like a plan.
take care. New Park Ridge Apartments versus Quashi Mitchell.
Jillian Ingen for plaintiff.
I thought last time we went over how to pronounce my name.
What?
I thought last time we went over how to pronounce my name.
Oh, shoot. You know,
I just knew you was gonna say.
No, go ahead. You can go ahead. Yell at me all you want. I knew the moment she got up, I said, I messed up. I messed up and I was going to try to correct myself. And then I said, maybe in the spirit of the holidays, she'll let it slide. Nope. Just weren't even there.
Look, these people ain't letting me slide.
What?
These people not letting me slide.
Well, I have nothing to do with that. So how do I pronounce your name?
It's Quashe.
That's right. See, and I knew that because I made the joke about her being French. Right?
That's why I thought you was gonna remember.
Yeah, I know, but I looked at it, I just said what I said, and I said, please let her. Please don't ever yell at me. You know, I'm sensitive.
Me too.
Okay, Quashe. All right, where are we on her case?
Your Honor, Ms. Mitchell's landlord is willing to enter into a conditional order of dismissal with her. So I guess I can, I'm hoping to get Ms. Mitchell's contact information, and then I can send you a draft, and then if you can review it, read it carefully, and if you approve, we can submit it to the court, and then we can come back and put the terms on the record.
Do you work for Fink and Fink?
Yes, ma'am.
So I called you guys twice and left my phone number as well as my email, and I still have yet to hear from anybody.
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's what happens sometimes with attorneys. They're calling their client, trying to figure out if the client will do things. Sometimes clients don't get back like they should, and they can't say anything to you until they get the approval of the client. All right. But
I moved this past week, and so I was out of the office for a good portion.
right. And so, but this is good news because they're willing to enter conditional order dismissal. I don't know what the terms are, but at least that's certainly progress. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just adjourn this out to my next date of December 5th, 2025 at 2 p.m. They'll contact you with those terms and truly look it over carefully. And hopefully then we can have this all resolved.
Okay.
Will that work for you,
resolved-
Quashe? No, let me stop.
If this is resolved, would I still have to come to the court date?
Here's what I'll do. If you, yes, you would, because you'd have to look over the terms and approve it, but I have to give you certain rights after you approved it. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna give you your rights now to that. And then that way, if you sign off on it, then you don't have to come back. All right. After you sign, you have 3 business days after I sign that conditional order dismissal to also again think about it and determine whether or not you had any confusion, misunderstanding, non-assertion of any right that you have in the case. You have 3 business days to file a motion with the court to set that conditional order dismissal aside. That applies from the date of my signing of it. Okay. All right. Doesn't mean I would set it aside, but you have those 3 business days to motion the court to do so. You understand all of that?
I do.
All right. And so I'll adjourn this out. I'll indicate that rights given. Adjourn it out, and hopefully we'll get a conditional order dismissal and we'll be done.
Sounds
And then
good.
I don't have to mess up your name and have you look at me like that. You have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I found it. Oh, okay.
Riverside Apartments versus the Shara McKinney.
Jillian Engen for plaintiff.
Hello.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
Very good. Your name?
Shar McKinney.
Okay. And where are we with her case?
Your Honor, this is a motion to set aside
Oh, it is.
judgment.
All
Motion
right.
to stay eviction.
Yes. And what's the basis of your motion, ma'am?
So there was an eviction set. I was in the hospital during this time. I don't really know all of even what happened, to be honest. I had emotional, basically breakdown. I'm not trying to cry. I'm not crying.
Oh, it's all right. Good.
My mother died earlier this year. I'm new to this apartment complex. And I basically was having a mental health breakdown over months. I wasn't even sleeping. And I was just, all I remember is just walking a lot. So apparently I disturbed neighbors. I'm apologizing to the community, to just everybody. It's just a lot. So since I've been in the hospital, I got out of the hospital October 31st. I have a letter here from Community Mental Health. I'm a client of Community Mental Health. I also have a trauma therapist as well as a talk therapist that I'm working with. Trust me, they on FaceTime. I drive them crazy. They're tired of me. I even talked to them before I got here.
So let me ask you this. Before, and what I hear you saying is that the events that led up to this were a result of what you're now getting treatment for.
Correct.
Okay. And prior to, how long have you been a consumer of CMH?
A couple of years.
A couple of years?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay, so when the events as you described it, not sleeping and the disturbances and things, and you said you're not clear on everything, right? And I get it. Were you seeing your CMH worker? Were you in touch with them or no?
I was calling CMH. I was calling them even at night. I was calling my CMH caseworker, and I was calling the crisis team overnight. I was calling. The cops ended up coming. A lot happened. I'm trying not to.
Okay, but okay, let me ask you this. If as a result of that contact, is that why you were in the hospital?
I don't really remember. It was a lot that was going on during that time.
Okay, so let me ask you this way. How'd you end up in the hospital?
Oh, I ended up in the hospital?
Pardon?
How did I end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
I was out of it. Like I was out of it. I don't even.
Okay, so, and I'm not saying it is a bad thing, but you were taken to the psychological ward. Is that where you were?
Oh yeah, I got taken.
Okay.
Yeah, I went voluntarily to the.
No, I get it. I just, when you said you were in the hospital, one could be there for physical reasons. One could also be there for psychological reasons. You were in the hospital for psychological.
Oh, correct.
Right?
Yes.
How long were you in the hospital? Do you know?
It was over a week, maybe 10 days.
So you had a
10
10-day stay and then got out at the end of October.
Yep.
What? Okay. That was the date the judge was at. Okay. Anything from Plaintiff?
Your Honor, we've asked our client to see if they'd be willing to let Ms. McKinney stay, would be willing to agree to that. At this time, given the effect on the other tenants, they're not willing for that to be a possibility. I could probably offer to set aside the judgment once, if possession is surrendered.
I don't have
within
anywhere
the
to go.
next, But
I have a kid, 3 cats. Like I literally have nowhere to go. Literally.
Before you got hospitalized, were you seeing your CMH worker? I mean, I understand you were calling, but were you in contact with anybody from community mental health?
My psychiatrist, yes. And then my case manager.
Okay, but that was happening before you were hospitalized? For
I
how
was
long?
trying, but the thing is, nobody's answering it.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
No, go ahead.
They're listening now.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at.
They're listening now.
At some point, this is what I'm just trying to understand, okay? Because I wasn't there, so you gotta help me here. And I want to make sure I'm understanding what's going on at the time. You're telling these people in whatever way it was happening for you that you were in crisis.
Yes.
And from your perspective, whether true or not, I'm just saying from your perspective, nobody was hearing you.
At all.
And then at some point, it got to the point that you were hospitalized.
Correct.
And then until you were at least there for about 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
You got out,
Mm-hmm.
and then this is sort of staring you in the face. And you're even having some difficulty trying to figure out what exactly happened, because at the time you knew that you were in crisis, right? So Kenny, here's what I'm going to do. Do you have, and you might want to work through your CMH worker. We need documentation of what you're telling me. Okay, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying we need some documentation to be sent to the court and also to plaintiff's counsel. All right, I understand their position on it, but I want to take a look at it before I rule on your motion to stay. I'm going to stay the eviction at this point in time. But as to whether or not I'm going to cancel the eviction and try to figure out something to do, I want to see that documentation. Okay. Because as if you're, you follow what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
All right. So how long will it take you to get that documentation and get it over to the attorney and to the court?
What time is it? We can get it
Pardon?
Monday. I was gonna say today. What?
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. All right. Why don't you try to get that right before the holiday, by Wednesday?
Okay.
Next week, can you? Okay. And
Your Honor,
yes,
would you mind setting this maybe as a final settlement conference day?
sure.
Might allow us to kind of
Okay.
like questions out.
So let's do it this way then. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna get the documentation in, but I'm gonna make that due date for the documentation December 1st. Okay, 2025, because sometimes it's hard to get some of that document. Okay, ma'am. Then I'm gonna set this for a final settlement conference. I'm gonna set that for December 9th.
Okay.
Okay. 2025 at 9. I'm setting it for final settlement conference, but I'm just gonna stay the writ at this time. But okay.
Okay.
You look confused.
A little
Say
bit.
something that didn't make any sense to you. You gotta ask me.
I need to have my documentation before the holiday.
Well, no, you need to get the documentation. I gave you the day after the holiday weekend to get it to the court and also get a copy over to their attorneys.
Okay.
All right, and then that'll be the first, and then that following week, you need to come back to the court after I've had a chance to review it.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I appreciate you.
Take care. Sparrowwood Apartments versus Michelle Chemin. Yes, I am pronouncing everybody's name wrong, so I'm gonna say whatever.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Certainly, Michelle Chemiat.
The last time that we were here, you said you were going to move. Okay, where are we in that process?
I'm still working on it. I can update you on a couple of things.
Surely.
I've arranged my mover with my helper that lives with me.
Okay.
So I've got that arranged. I'm still pitching and packing and looking for a place to live. Because of my disabilities, I'm finding that yesterday I was at a place in Ypsilanti that was reasonable, but the railing outside was too wide to grip to get up 2 steps that were too high to walk up unless the maintenance man came and lifted me up and got me in. And then when I got in, the bathroom was so small that I couldn't get my walker. I just could get my walker in the door, but there was no space in the bathroom to turn my walker around. It was really cramped. I'm finding things are not accommodating for my handicap. Ms. Linton has told me that she could do a reasonable modification request. But the fact that I couldn't manage in the bathroom and I don't know what they can do about the step going into the apartment. A ramp might work, but the bathroom just didn't work. While I'm here in court, we were looking at Beale properties. I'm looking on Craigslist and I'm finding better places there. And I'm going to be making some calls starting tomorrow. Let's see. And a lot of apartments that are available have stairs in them, so I can't go up and down stairs, blah, blah, blah. And I still want you to know that as soon as I'm settled, I'll be starting to make payments to Sparrowwood. And if I get a decent amount of my damage deposit or my security deposit back from them, that'll be my first payment. It's $855 is my security deposit. There is some damage done by my live-in helper on a closet door, putting his scooter in the closet. So if he can't fix it, then they'll probably charge me for that. But anyway, that's kind of my situation. I'd like to request more time. I'm still working regularly to try and find a place. And that's about it.
All right. Anything from the plaintiff on this?
I'm sorry.
I was asking if they wanted to say anything before I.
Your Honor, I don't have authority to stipulate to an adjournment, and I think my client would likely ask if there's any way that, if this is going to get adjourned, if there's any way that if Ms. Shemiak could put December's rent towards the balance, but I understand that that is subject to the.
I am getting my Social Security check next week, so I'll have that money to help me get out. Okay.
Sherry-Ann, let me tell you something. First time I saw you on Zoom, one of my impressions of you were just a really proud woman who was trying to make do and do the best that you could with where you are. And every time that, since you've been coming in person, you come here, you give me an update about where you are. And you have a stated goal in mind, but trying to get there isn't easy. And for you, there are even more barriers, like you said, you're trying to find some place and you can't even get up the steps to get in.
Yeah.
And then you get in, and even if that were resolved, the unit itself isn't functional for you. And those are different barriers that a lot of us don't have to deal with. But, you know,
I'm finding better examples right now on Craigslist while I've been sitting here in court. And I plan to call Wood Creek Apartments, see if I can find something without the stairs.
but here's the thing. A lot of people, when they find themselves in that position, get angry, they get mad at the world, they want to, I don't know, yell at everybody. And I know you look at me kind of confused because that's not you. And you just, I don't say this to defendants much or participants in the court, but when you come here, you are just a joy to listen to.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
And to just listen how you try to work through the process. Okay? And I know you're doing everything you possibly can to move. I mean, and you know, he's saying, I'll move, and then you are telling me you even are trying to set up a plan to as to how you're going to get them paid back. And what that really just tells me is that you're just a person that just tries to do the right thing.
Thank you.
All right. So your Social Security check comes in, right? But you need that to move.
Absolutely.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise she's going to be between a rock and a hard place. I understand and will reserve ruling on plaintiff's request for escrow. I will not order any escrow for rent at this time. Okay.
I can't hear you. I'm
Probably
sorry. Could you speak
because
up?
I'm sorry.
I can't hear you.
You couldn't hear
Speak
me.
up.
I'm not going to order you to pay any money into court escrow at this time.
Thank you.
Because you're going to need it to move. And based upon what you're telling me, I think when all of this gets down to a certain point, you're going to try to find a way to make it good. Because that's just who you are. All right. And that's just in all honesty in my heart what I believe.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to do that at this point. And I'm going to adjourn this out. I'm adjourning it out over the objection of plaintiff. All right. Ma'am, and I know probably every night you sit here and worry about this, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it every day.
I know that you work on it, but you're worried about it, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to, all right, so let's do this. And I'll just tell you this. I'm not letting anything happen to you. All right? I'm going to give you the time that you need to try to do what you're doing. All right? And so I'm going to adjourn this out. And again, this is over the objection of plaintiff, but I'll adjourn it out at this point to December 12th, 2025 at 2 p.m. I would go out a little bit further, but I want you to come back and see me.
Well, we'll probably both gain a little weight from Thanksgiving.
Yes, absolutely. That's it.
Said December 12th at what time?
At 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Oh, thank you
Yes.
very much. I
You're
really
welcome.
Appreciate it.
And you have a very wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving.
I've got my frozen healthy choice meal with turkey in it, so I'm going to be happy.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Judge. I
No, it's okay.
appreciate everything.
I've been
Great
called
holiday.
a lot of things. I'll take that one.
Thank you.
All right, take care of yourself.
You have a great reputation, by the way. You know,
Pardon?
you have a great reputation, by the way.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you.
People I know you well and love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of Westridge Mobile Home Park versus Cindy Alvarado Lopez.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacy for Westridge Mobile Home Park.
And your name?
Cindy Alvarado.
And where are we?
Thank you, Your Honor. I did get an opportunity to speak to Ms. Alvarado Lopez, and we have entered into a consent judgment where the defendant has agreed to pay $1,000 today, plus the arrears plus her December rent on or before December 5th.
Okay. Is that all correct?
Yes.
And you think you can get that done? Okay.
I did advise her of her rights under MCR 4.201 subsection J.
And how's your family elsewhere doing? Huh? Good. Okay. I will grant that judgment by consent. All right, if you'd like a copy of it, you can pick it up front at the front counter. All right, fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You do the same, Miss Liz.
I did bring those M&Ms.
What?
I brought some M&Ms.
Oh, they were M&Ms?
Yes, I do.
See, but you can't just be giving me M&Ms. You have to give them to everybody.
Just saying.
And the last person that brought M&Ms, Fantari ate them all, and nobody got it.
Have a good holiday.
Take care. I thought they were jelly beans.
Not that I wouldn't, but I don't think I did.
Homestead Commons versus Elisa Gray.
Brad, check with the plaintiff.
Hello,
Hello, your name?
Elisa Gray.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Right now, I'm showing $3,664.90 is owed. There's cost of $175, so the grand total is $3839.90 right now.
All right.
Oh.
How were you attempting to try to get this done?
Well, I had an appointment at Washtenaw County Services, Veteran Services,
Yes, ma'am.
on Tuesday. And so I met with Audrika Jacobs, and it was approved, so I was approved to take care of the balance outside of the 175.
The court costs.
Yes, yes,
So the VA is going to take care of your balance.
yes.
All right. And so what about December? How's that?
December is all set. I have shallow subsidy, and then I have the rest, so I have that.
All right. Did they give a time frame on when they'd?
No, she just I asked her to, the property manager, Kendra, asked that they send it to the address that was on the W-9. I sent that message over to Audrika, and she said, instead of that, because UPS is really slow, she'll just contact me when it's ready. I can pick it up.
Pick it up
and take it over.
Take it over.
Yeah, so I don't have a definite date as to when that's gonna
I
happen.
got you. That's fine.
Okay.
What I'm going to do under the circumstances is I'll adjourn this out. Did you want me to put it on the 5th or the 12th council? It looks like everything's going to be taken care of. It's up to you.
Judge, I'm sorry.
You want the 5th or the 12th?
The 5th is fine.
5th? Okay. So I'll adjourn this, ma'am, to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Hopefully, if everything's paid and December is taken care of in some way, then they may be able to, because I think it's a possession on the case dismissed.
Oh, okay. So if it's paid, do I still
You got to make sure that everything's paid.
Right.
It might be better that you just make sure to come back.
Okay.
It's going to be dismissed. It's going to be dismissed, but that way you're not here in a default dinner because I hate
That part, that we don't want that.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. She's Air Force.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah, no, she was. She was Air
Yeah,
Force.
yes, I was.
How many years were you?
4.
4 years?
Yes.
See, we don't get many folks in the Air Force. We get Army. We don't have many people from the Navy. We had a couple Marines.
Army.
What do you say?
No, Air Force, we're the best.
Wow. Well, I mean, how do you feel about it? I mean, yeah, they're the best and humble. No. All right. Ma'am, you have a blessed Thanksgiving. Take care. Orchard Grove versus Carol Eberly.
Granting the plaintiff.
Carol Eberly. Not here. All right, like to default, if you would, you may raise your right hand. Please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Judge, I'm looking at the balance here, and actually, it's very low. It looks like there was a recent payment. It's only a $69 balance plus cost. I think I'd rather just put this over.
All right, very good. Adjourn it to December 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. or 3 p.m.
Very good, thank you, Judge.
Orchard, he's just gonna put it over. Orchard Grove versus Georgia Lahire.
Granting the plaintiff.
Hello. State your name. He's gonna yell at you about that. Okay, yeah.
Nicole Lahiri.
All right. And where are we on this case?
As far as rent, I've got $1,818.59 owed. There's $270 of costs. The total is $2,088.59.
All right, that's where we were on that date. Did you pay the 935?
Yeah, I've paid 15. Can I look at my phone?
I'm talking since the 14th of November.
Yeah. 1520.
When did you pay that?
I've been dropping off money orders throughout, or well, I with Patrice earlier this week, and then I dropped off another one this morning for 300.
So since the 14th, since you were last here, you paid $1,500?
Yes.
So that means you would owe about 600.
Yeah, when I spoke to, which is fine, it's just throwing me off when she calculated my balance. She probably forgot maybe the court fees, because she thought it was like 400 or something.
Okay.
So
how are you going to take care of the rest of the balance?
My job.
Okay. Sometimes you just ask a bad question. So when are you going to pay the rest of this?
I could pay it next week. My only concern is I'm coming back to work. And I really kind of need to pay my car note. But
got it.
If not,
here's what I'm going to do. So you paid that 1,500.
yes, they have that.
Okay.
I don't have confirmation of that, Judge.
Or you don't have confirmation?
I don't.
All right, what I'm going to do is
out of the office. Sorry.
I'm going to find no tribal issue. I'm going to grant a judgment for possession. I'll explain why I'm doing that. Okay.
Okay.
For that total amount of $2,088.54. You paid 15, so we're at about the $600 figure that would need to be paid. So your paycheck coming up this week is what you were gonna use to do.
Yeah, I mean, and yes,
Okay, then when is your next paycheck?
I get paid weekly, on Tuesday nights, so I could have it in, or, make my payments on Wednesdays.
Okay, so the 3rd, you could have it,
Yeah,
which would be that one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do this. I'm gonna change the crit date on this council to December 5th. I'm gonna give her till that Friday to
That's fine, Judge.
get this all paid.
okay.
Okay?
Can I ask a question? Now,
No. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think I understand why you're doing this, but,
I'm doing it so that you understand. I'm doing it to freeze the number
okay.
so that December doesn't kick
Yeah.
in and then you.
And then
get-
and then I can pay it all in 1 week. All
That's it.
right, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Take care, man. Have a good holiday. Court calls the case of Pine to Clover Lane versus Evan DeCusson.
Renting.
Cusson? No response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. At this time, we would move for a default possession. Right now, I'm showing a rent to retain of $2,856.54, cost of $175, for a total of $3,031.54, written 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Have a good holiday.
You too.
Bishop Pickering, excuse me, LLC versus Mohammed Singh.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fanter on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name, sir? All right. And where are we on this?
We have a consent judgment, Your Honor. The amount of rent that's owed is $455, court costs of $175 for a total of $630. He said he can pay that sometime next week, so we gave him till the 1st. He signed this and I advised him of his rights under the court.
Sir, is all of that correct?
That's right.
All right. Do you have any questions regarding anything on the judgment?
No.
All right. The court will sign this judgment by consent. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Court calls the case Bushwood Properties LLC versus Austin Zamora.
Your Honor, Mr. Zamora, I don't think is here. Oh, he is.
No, he's right there. Your name, sir?
Austin Zamora.
All right.
Mr. Zamora applied through the VA. And it's my understanding that he's been approved because he came to my client's office to get bank account information because they're going to make the check that way.
Okay.
We don't have it yet. So if we could just adjourn it a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I think what they told him that they were going to pay not only the past due balance, but December also.
Rent.
So if we could.
Is that what they indicated?
That is what they said. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And looking at his balance, I get that.
It was 2145.
Yeah, I don't. Why didn't they do that for the Air Force? I think it's an Army bias. No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I saw him cringe when she said the thing about Air Force being the best. He was thought we were gonna have a fight back there, but he didn't. All right. Sir, I'll adjourn your case out to December 5th.
All right.
2025 at 3 p.m. If they paid and you can verify that they paid, I don't need to have you down here. Okay, but if they haven't paid, then you need to come down.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Court calls case Bushwood Properties versus Crystal Duff. I think she was.
She's.
Hello.
Hello, Ms. Duff. All right. Where are we on this case?
I think this one's the lesson that says do not use What's the,
Time.
don't
To send a
time.
check.
Oh, what happened?
Well, that money never appeared, so
I
she
had
put
to
a stop.
cancel. Yeah.
And then she sent $2,400 by UPS yesterday, which I haven't been able to verify, but she's also got an application in through
SER.
SER, so for the, which would pay the balance. So I'm confident we'll have this resolved when we come back on the 5th.
All right. All of that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I remember Mr. Pantera asking the question and my response when you said, well, I don't
I sent
understand.
it
How
through
does chime,
Chime.
how does chime work?
And you said not very
apparently
well.
not very well. I don't know.
Apparently
You
not.
want to double down on that, Your Honor?
Pardon?
You want to double down on that one?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave what I said alone. I can't.
Well, you were right.
5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. All right, good stuff. Have a good holiday.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Bushwood Properties versus Antonia Benton.
David Fantari, you have the plaintiff. We're going to adjourn this one also. There's a balance on this one of $880. SOS is going to be dropping off a payment of $580 this afternoon. And then St. Vincent de Paul is going to pay another $300.
Got it.
So if we could adjourn it to the 5th, I'm confident we're going to have all the money in before then.
December 5th.
And also, just for the record, this involves a Section 8. He has a very small portion. He's applied for a hardship, which SOS tried to get him to fill out. That will cover him going forward so that he won't have a portion for a while.
Got it. December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Andy McFiddish, LLC versus Leslie Brown. Okay,
Leslie Brown.
thank you.
Your Honor, in this case, there's rent owing the amount of $1,139, court cost of $175 for a total of $1,314. We've agreed that that amount has to be paid by December 1st or he could be evicted. And I advise him his rights under the court rule.
So is all of that correct? Right. Do you have any questions regarding anything contained on this? Judgment? All right. I will enter that judgment for 1314 by consent. Thank you. Court calls case of Sandy McFiddish versus Lindsay Love. Name? Good afternoon.
Your Honor, we have a consent judgment on this one also. The amount of rent that's owed is $3,200, court cost of $175 for a total of $3,375. Ms. Love called me yesterday, said she needed till the 8th. To be sure, I gave her till the 8th. I advised her rights under the court rule.
Is all of that correct? You have any questions regarding anything contained on this judgment? All right, I will enter that judgment by consent for that total amount of $3,375. Payable by the 8th.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Happy Hanukkah.
And to you. $103 South Huron LLC versus Joshua Bertram. Thank you.
Your Honor, we've got a consent judgment on this also. The amount of rent that's owed is $335, court cost of $175 for a total of $510. Mr. Bertram and I signed. He's got till the 1st to pay that, and I advise him his rights under the court rule.
All of that correct, sir? Yes. You have any questions regarding anything contained on the judgment?
That's paid. Will I need to appear?
Well, I didn't give you another court date. You want to come back and see me or what?
Dude, I do like seeing you.
All right. Well, you won't need to come back. All you have to do is get this paid, then you're all set on this case. All right. Thank you, sir. Have a great, yes, you too. And then I have Ian Greenlee versus Michael Bailey and 22 Barker Road LLC versus Smoke Shop and Vapes LLC. Those matters are dismissed. Thank you, sir.
Have a great weekend.
Yes.
And a good holiday. Well, tomorrow, nobody's
You
even
want to
mentioned.
know what? You want to start talking about tomorrow? You want to know what?
Nobody's done that yet.
Sometimes, you know, I wrote a story about a turtle that stomped on a wolverine.
Well,
It didn't sell, but
if we turn the ball over 5 times, you'll be doing some stomping.
wow. Wow.
Have a good holiday, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
next week's not gonna be a good week for me, but that's okay. All right, yes, I will. All right, you do the same. Court's gonna stand in brief recess. So Ross. The case of Akash Pravet versus James Mack. Okay, not the way to start out this block.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Oh, they're on Zoom.
Well, thank you for allowing me to appear by Zoom today, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, in this
All right,
matter,
where are we on this case?
well, I don't know that we're any further than we were last week. I know we had a rent balance of $10,852.85 with $162 in cost for a total of $11,014.85. I think Mr. Mack was seeking whatever assistance he could find, and that's why we're over to today.
Yes, and did you receive an answer from your state emergency relief application, sir?
I have not. They have to schedule an appointment. I submitted the paperwork on Wednesday that we applied for it. I'm just waiting on an email to schedule an appointment to speak with them.
Okay, so they haven't made a decision?
No, they haven't given us anything. I submitted the paperwork earlier this
All
week.
right,
and
then he's entitled to another adjournment for that purpose. I don't, of course, have next week, so this matter will be adjourned December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And would I still
All
be
right.
able to appear by Zoom on that day, Your Honor?
I don't grant my permission that way. You're gonna have to fill out the form. I tell you that
understand.
every time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of Cross Street Apartments versus Hannah Schumacher.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Norman Whitty appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Come forward. Afternoon. Your name?
Hannah Schumacher.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I think we have the matter resolved. I've had some conversations with the city that are kind of inconclusive, and my client's been working with them. But in the meantime, if you recall, this is the case involving the problem with the trash can and the city citing us for it.
Oh, how could I forget? Yes, I do recall.
Yeah, some stick better than others.
They did that. This one stuck because I didn't understand.
Well, me neither. So where we're at, I talked to Ms. Schumacher this morning, and my client has provided a trash can, but it's not it hasn't been lockable. So I think other people have been filling it. We've been emptying it twice a week. So we provided her with an assurance, a written assurance that we're going to empty it twice a week. We're going to put a lock on it by Monday, so the neighbors will stop using it. And my understanding is that's acceptable to Ms. Schumacher. And if it is, what we would do is enter a dismissal that would also provide that the escrowed money would be released to the plaintiff.
Your Honor, I'm okay with that. I will release the escrow funds on Monday once the lock and I.
Okay, you have the escrow funds because we don't, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna pay them once the lock's put on and people start putting this, and you don't have to drive it to where Dearborn was it?
I mean, the border, basically Toledo, Ohio,
Pardon?
Ottawa Lake, Michigan.
Oh, you're driving trash all the way out there? Wow.
Your Honor, her parents are going to be very disappointed with us. I'm sure they were happy with us.
Yeah, and it's true.
Having had kids
they
in
were probably
college.
happy because they got to see their daughter.
Exactly.
But I mean, now she won't be going out there, and we probably should get something from Mom asking if she wants us to just keep it the way it is. So her daughter comes to see her. I mean, I don't know anything about your family, but I'm just saying that's the way parents are. All right. What I'll do is I'll adjourn this out to December 5th, 2025 at 3 p.m. with the hopes that then there'll be a dismissal and you won't need to appear.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. Have a happy holiday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good weekend, though.
You do the same, sir.
Thanks.
Court does call the case of David Pata versus Seth Barton.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Paul Fester on behalf of Dave Plata.
Your name, sir?
Southport.
All right, where are we on this?
If you recall, 2 weeks ago, Your Honor, you allowed my client to get a storage pod to move the property out of the house. He ended up not having to do that. Defendant actually moved a lot of his possessions out of the garage right away, which allowed my client to take the items from inside the house and put them into the garage. So we did not have to go through the storage pod procedure. Defendant has got a lot of his possessions off the property at this point. The garage is mostly gone. The vehicles are mostly gone. The property inside the house doesn't appear to have been touched very much, and the livestock is still there as well, which my clients have been taken care of for the last couple of weeks. So that's where we stand. We're asking for a judgment of eviction and have him get the rest of his property out within 10 days.
Sure.
I'm still moving the rest of the stuff out. It's quite a bit of material, as was described. I think one thing that's been overlooked through this case was that I've actually known Dave for almost 20 years. He knew what I was bringing to the house when I moved in there. This was not a surprise to him, even including the livestock animals, which, as a fact, they're currently, I'm working with a sanctuary to take possession of them. I hope to have them removed this week. And I was planning on bringing a dumpster to remove all the material that was destroyed during the flooding of the basement from the pipes breaking. If that's still acceptable with Your Honor and Mr. Petta, that was still part of my plan, was to clean up all the damaged material that the insurance made us hold on to until the claim was resolved. As far as the destroyed material, I'm still accumulating a list of value of what was there that was destroyed that my insurance has not covered. And I did plan on presenting a motion to try to have that rectified as well to get this brought to closure.
So when you say bring a motion, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
During my initial response to their asking to have me evicted, I stated in there that there was $40,000+ worth of material that was damaged during the flooding and the breaking of the pipe. My insurance company only covered $20,000 of it. It was their direction that I should try to sue Mr. Petta and his insurance company to get the remainder of the amount of lost material.
So why hasn't that counterclaim been filed as of yet?
Because I have not finished inventorying all the damaged material from the house as I've been moving it out here. I could put it in right now, but it would be a partial value. It wouldn't be the total amount of what's been destroyed.
Well, but you at some point have to put plaintiff on notice of the claim. And yeah, okay.
Your Honor, there's nothing preventing him from filing. I mean, this is because it's landlord tenant law. We're in a unique area here. He doesn't have to bring it.
Well, he actually, well, go ahead.
Well, my client is probably going to be bringing a complaint after all the calculation of the damages caused by defendant's use of the premises. There's been no counter complaint filed. This has been in front of the court 3 times. This is the first we've heard of it. If he wants to bring a separate action, he's free to do so. But I would just ask that we enter the order of eviction today.
Well, I don't think I'm going to do that. When are you going to have your counterclaim? Let's just get this done. I mean,
I plan to have the rest of my stuff moved out and inventoried with the end of the holiday here, Your Honor. I'll have some extra time off of work. I already have trailers lined up rented to get the remainder of the material. I've rented a storage unit to where I can place the molded material so that it's not contaminating.
So, sir, you know what? You give me these reasons and everything. I mean, it seems to me that until you're pushed to the edge of having to do something, you don't do it. Because that, no, I mean, that the moment, I mean, we were here before and you were giving me every reason in the world why it couldn't be done. And then the moment I said that there's going to be a pod put out there, all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you can empty a garage. So I think you can get this stuff out of there. You can do that, and you can do it in, I think, rather short order. I don't think it's what you're claiming it to be to get that property out so that the property can be repaired and looked at. I mean,
I also didn't acquire a new place to live until Halloween was when I closed on a new house. Prior to that, I was living out of a hotel with my son.
okay, I wasn't asking for an excuse. I'm just telling you what my observations are. So when is the rest of this stuff that you want going to be out of the premises?
By Thanksgiving, is that acceptable? 1 week from today.
That's what I'm gonna order. If the defendant is gonna file a counterclaim, he's to file that counterclaim no later than December 1st, 2025. I'm also gonna order that the defendant shall remove all property from the premises which he desires to claim. He's to do that by November 28th, 2025. Any property left on the premises as of 12:01 a.m. on December 1st, 2025, this court will indicate shall be deemed abandoned and may be disposed of by the plaintiff. All right. I think that will solve that. I will then adjourn this proceeding so that I can, I realize it wouldn't permit time for an answer, but I'm going to set this for December 5th, 2025. What time? 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. And I'm doing that. If he doesn't file, certainly, counsel, I would entertain your request for relief.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, folks. Group 5 management versus Turbington. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Weiss. We have your dismissal, sir.
Thank you. And I put
All
money
right.
on Maryland this weekend.
What'd you say?
I says I put money on Maryland this weekend against Michigan.
Okay, so I say this as a terrapin. You just want to lose your money, do you?
No, I got points.
Well, we'll see.
I got points. Thank you, Your Honor.
I always believe in miracles, but we'll see. All righty. Thank you, sir.
Have a nice holiday.
You do the same, my friend. Haverhill on Clark versus Jeffrey Thompson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. J. Latif Beg, BAIG, P36820 on behalf of plaintiff.
Your name?
Jeff Thompson.
All right, where are we on this case?
I think it's his motion to set aside a default, I believe.
Yes, it is. Sir?
Come over here. Oh, sorry.
You filed a motion to set aside the default?
Yes.
Okay. Why should I set aside the default?
I was in a psychiatric hospital.
Pardon?
I was in the hospital. In a psychiatric hospital.
Okay. And to set aside the default, there has to be two parts to it. One would be that for good cause for your failure to appear, which that may be, but also that you have a meritorious defense to the claims.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Well, what are your defenses? It's a termination. My understanding, I got the right case, was that if the lease expired or what was?
You're on the lease violations.
Yes, the lease violations. What were your defenses to the violations, claimed lease violations in this case?
I don't really know what they were. I mean, I know that they presented them, but
Pardon?
I don't really know what they were. I wasn't, like I said, I was in the hospital at the time, but I couldn't show up. But I mean,
there were a number of psychiatric concerns that I had that weren't addressed until recently, and that I'm still continuing to go through treatment on. And I just completed a program yesterday that was a partial hospitalization program, and then
Sir,
I don't know.
hold on a moment.
Okay, sorry.
On October 17th, the first hearing on this matter was held. You were present.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
You came back, and that was before Judge Barr, but you came back before me on October 24th. I set the matter for final settlement conference for November 4th, 2025, and had ordered you to file a written complaint by October 31st.
Oh, I was in the hospital then. I called the court too, and I spoke with the court clerk and let her know that I wasn't available. I didn't know what I needed to do in order to make sure that was taken care of, and said that they were going to notify you, but I just got out of the hospital, so I don't really know what's going on. I haven't had a chance really to at all to talk to Alex.
What day did you go
Alex
into
Henry.
the hospital?
I'm sorry.
What day did you go in?
The 29th, I think. Was it the 29th? Or was it?
And what day did you get out?
It was about a week and a half, 2 weeks later.
Well, you got out the 5th, right?
I don't know. I may have, yeah.
Pardon?
I might have, yeah. I don't recall what the actual date was. I'm sorry.
So before that point in time, sir, you knew what the violations were.
I think so, because I was working with Alex Henry on it from Legal Services was helping me. So yeah, they had sent a packet to the house. Well, engineer had sent one, brought one up too. It was a hard copy of the.
Who are you looking at back there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
What? Pardon?
I work in the leasing office for Henry O. Clark.
Sorry, I don't mean to look back at her. I just.
No, well, I didn't know if you had somebody with you or.
Oh, no, I get nervous when I'm in here, so I'm, especially in front of you, I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand exactly what's all that's going on. I just trying to do the right thing, so.
So where are you residing right now, sir?
I just got back out of the partial program yesterday, so I went back to my apartment yesterday. Alex Henry said he talked to somebody from the court. I don't know if that was.
Pardon?
Alex Henry. He said that he talked to somebody from the court, Legal Services did. I don't.
Talk to somebody from the court.
Yeah, I thought it was you. He said it was
for me.
off the
No,
record.
no. What? But about what?
I don't know. I don't know.
That was it.
Yeah, they said they couldn't because they didn't have the resources.
Sir, so are you indicating the reason you couldn't comply with the court's order to provide a written answer to the complaint is because of the hospitalization?
I was in the hospital. I wasn't able to physically get out of the hospital and bring it up to you.
Right, except that, just follow me here. I told you that on the 24th. So you have it now?
No, I didn't even know why I was coming here today. I said, Alex said that I had the appointment at 3 o'clock, that I didn't show up.
Who told you?
Alex Henry, the attorney at Legal Services, said it was scheduled for today at 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, I thought.
All right. So it's not really a motion to set it aside because I actually set aside the judgment based upon what was sent, but I'm not seeing a defense to the claims.
Oh, so that's what the write-ups needed for then.
All right. I'm going to do it this way.
I'm sorry. I don't want to upset.
No, it's okay.
I don't want to lose my place either.
I know, I understand that, but plaintiff they want possession of it, and I've got to get this case in a position to rule up one way or another. So how long will it take you to get an answer to me?
I can do it today or tomorrow if you want. Get it in on Monday. I just don't understand I'll call Alex. I'll call Alex.
Pardon?
I'll call Alex and ask. I don't understand what I need to do though. Like, I need to tell you what happened.
You need to file a written answer.
Okay.
Now, if you need help with an attorney, you need to talk to Mr. Henry or somebody at legal services.
Okay.
All right, but I'm not.
Well, then I might have to give it a couple days to get a hold of him then. I'm sorry, I don't need to.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Councilman. I realize this delays the.
Your Honor, could I put,
Go ahead.
the way I'm seeing this case, on the ROA, it's the status is disposed. I was unaware that you would have set aside the
On the 10th, because of what I had received, I issued the judgment on the 4th. I then received the medical documentation November 10th as to why he did not appear. And at that point, considered it sufficient because I didn't get an answer. I didn't get anything. And also it cut into the period in time at which he was to provide an answer to the court. So
I'm sorry.
If he was going to provide an answer, say on Halloween, which was the deadline date, he wouldn't have been able to do it because he was hospitalized. I don't have the timing of that, but it basically cut that period of time in half. And so I did, and I noted on the ROA that the judgment is set aside, and I set it for a hearing for today. But in setting it, he's been out of the hospital, which is really my point, from the 5th. From the 5th of November to today, I still don't have an answer. And that's part of my problem, but he's telling me he didn't, I don't know what entirely he's telling me, but you didn't prepare an answer at all?
I started to, and that's why I was supposed to meet with Alex on, but I didn't have a chance to meet with Alex because Alex isn't representing me, he said.
Your Honor, I understand that, he was in the hospital, and sorry that that happened, but he knew that he was supposed to file an answer. The answer was to give us, plaintiff, some sense of what defenses he may be raising. And then that's why he set the settlement conference. Now it's been, since he's been released from the hospital, I take it the 5th to today's date, which is the 21st. We're looking at 16 more days.
Why 16?
My client wants possession of their property. It's just been delayed too long, but I leave it up to you, Your Honor.
I haven't hurt anybody. I've never intentionally that.
Sir, I need your written response to the plaintiff's claims.
Okay.
So you're telling me a couple of things because you said you couldn't get it to me, and then you said you started it.
The day that you told me to ask for it, that's when I called.
Pardon?
The day that you told me to start it.
All right, here's the way I'm going to do this. I'll give you some additional time. I'm not going to give you as much time because you said you started it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, unless I think I should talk.
Unless what?
I don't know if I should talk to Alex or not. That's.
You have on the complaint council of records number and can get that to them. I think there may be an email address. You need to send, pardon?
I've got a cell phone number.
Okay. You need to send a copy of your answer to the plaintiff's attorney. You understand that?
Yep.
And you need to file an answer with the court.
So it's both.
Yes, both. You need to file and send them a copy so they know what you've given to the court. But I'm going to put you, since you said you already started it, I don't think we need a lot of time. So you need to do that by this upcoming Wednesday, the 26th.
Okay. Thank you.
And then I'm going to get back to the final settlement conference portion of it, council. So from a client's perspective, I'm going to set this for final settlement conference hearing December 2. December 2nd, 2025. That's at 9 a.m. That's an in-person proceeding. So you need to be here at the court. They need to be here at the court. And we'll see if we can resolve this thing short of trial. If not, so that you understand, I'm going to be setting the matter for trial rather quickly.
Okay.
Understood?
Thank you.
Whether you have Mr. Henry's advice or not.
I understand.
That's the way I'm going.
I just thought I was doing the right thing. I didn't know, so.
All right. Thank you, counsel.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good holiday.